Let's start with Jalen, because I'm sure as much as you guys don't want to talk about it, everyone's going to be saying, well, that's a big part of the offense is gone. How do you guys feel like you're going to fill that void this season?
Well, I'll never get tired talking about Jalen because he was a great kid besides being a great player. But, yeah, you can't replace that. The only thing you can do is try to stay close to what that was. He rushed for 2,300 yards. I don't have one kid that can do that, but I might have a couple sharing the load with our offensive line that we can get that done. I have 3 full-time returning linemen, big guys, and 1 that started half the year. So technically 3.5 returning starters on offensive line that paved the way for Jalen to rush for that. Got a new quarterback, but he's 6'4" with a gun of an arm. He can throw, he throw the ball 70, 75 yards in the air. So, and I got some receivers that we didn't use last year because we ended up being a 1-receiver team by the end of the year that can get it going and go down and catch it. So we'll probably surprise people offensively because losing Jalen and Greg White and our quarterback Corbin Smith, we lost 95% of the offense. So I'm not really worried so much about the offense as you would think I would be. But I'm real pleased with our defense coming back. I think overall in the state, all 6 classes, we were either 23rd or 27th overall completely on defensive points allowed. And 7 of those guys are returning. And our linebacker core is real strong. And we had the IFCA Junior 2A All-State free safety in Sean Gitzmiller. He's back. And 3/4 of our defensive line is back. So we're real happy with that. Anytime you can play good defense, run the ball well, and we're going to be solid on special teams, you have a chance to win.
You mentioned the quarterback. Is that Rick that's going to be taking the snaps?
Yeah, Rick Ely. He's not been our varsity quarterback simply because he's been banged up, and when I moved Corbin Smith there when Corbin was a junior, we kind of stayed with Corbin again as a senior. And Corbin did a great job. That old thing called game management, he did a great job, threw very few interceptions, knew how to hit the big play when we needed it. Well, Rick can do all that, but Rick has a real live arm. Now, the bad thing about Rick is he'll complete about 55% of his passes. The good thing about Rick, he can complete that many deep. No matter where we throw it, he completes half his passes. So, and we got big guys up front, but our skill positions are extremely fast.
So it'll be a little less ground and pound, maybe a little more air in and out this year?
Nah, I think we'll still ground and pound. My running back is Mitchell Van Brocklin, 6'2", 240. And he's for real. Now, he's not Jalen. He doesn't have Jalen's speed. But there's not too many 6'5" running backs that have speed. But Mitchell's fast enough. I mean, he's a 4'7", 540. And he's a man body. He's a man-child. And he's only a junior. He has started his freshman and sophomore years, varsity, as a defensive end tight end. And now we moved him running back, and he's had a great summer. So I look for big things out of him.
You guys had a solid run last year, but obviously you lose some key pieces. I think obviously people are going to focus on the fact that Jalen's gone this year. But how do you feel like this offense is shaping up? Because you guys do return the quarterback position.
I feel like we're going to, prosecute well with our running game and balancing in with our passing. I feel like we're going to do well and just go from there.
Getting as far as you guys did last year in the postseason, how much has that stood to motivate this group for this season?
We're thinking about doing better, trying to always better ourselves for the next opponent.
Defensively, you guys were really strong last year. I think you gave up just over, I want to say, 120 yards rushing per game. You guys did really well. What's going to be the identity of the defense this season?
We're going to attack the offense and just do whatever we can to stop them.
You look at the conference this year, it's going to be changing real soon. I mean, how important is it for you guys to go out with a bang?
We're trying to just do better than the last couple years and just better ourselves. I don't know.